don't like how you can see the ring. Maybe if I turn that light on in the other room. The lighting in here is terrible. Get me a cushion while I'm at it. So we're going to have a conversation. When I move out of Ascension next, put my feet up for this one in East Greenwich. Hey, Doug. What up? When are we going shooting again? Because I really want to go. Like tomorrow. I can't go tomorrow, though. Because I am getting a massage. But we should definitely go soon. I've been dreaming about that AR. Holding it and just fucking shooting it. Anyways. What a great way to start off my video. So yeah. We're going to talk about the ego today. And this is going to be the second month in Superhuman. And I can tell you, you're on your way back from Florida. Nice. Well, hit me up when you get back so we can do that because I really want to go. That's actually very relaxing. Oh, nice. Nice. You got the 45. I don't know if I want to shoot that. I was having a hard time with the 9mm. Anyways, enough about guns. Because we're talking about the ego. The ego is kind of like a gun, though. In different ways. It can be good and it can be not so good. Kind of like a gun, you know? Anyways, so in Superhuman, the second month, we are going to dive deep into the ego. And let me tell you something. What was it? What's today? Saturday? Thursday, I got whacked really hard. And this happens all the time. Like, this is like, people are like, oh, I hope you're okay. I'm fine. Like, first of all, the things that I do to myself is I overwork and then I get mentally exhausted. So that was like number one. I was like, oh, shit. I kind of like just like flatlined that day. And I was just so exhausted. Like, just so many thoughts running into my mind about everything, you know what I mean? And I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate, and I was just like, fuck this. Like, I need a fucking break. Like, I need to just relax and chill out and not even think about anything. Because I love what I do, but the thing with me is like I'm on a fucking mission all the time, and I feel like I gotta do all the time. So I even felt like a little guilty not going live because I said I'm gonna do these 5 days of lives. But Ashley just needed a break. I just needed a break to I had to cry. I don't ever cry. So like when I do, it's like, it's good because it releases. I think I cried for like a minute. That's why I like to do things like go shooting and go to the gym because that's my release. I have that warrior energy. I need to like do things like that. But yeah, a lot of women in my field, they cry a lot. They're like, I cry every day. I'm like, I cry like never. Like never. But it's just not who I am, If you ever see me crying, Ashley's really upset. Really upset. Because it's just not like a way that I release all the time. So like, yeah, that happened. I had to like cry. Like I said, I think it was like a minute or two, which is a long time for me. Because sometimes when I cry, it'll literally be like 5 seconds. And I'll be like, oh, good, I'm done. I'm done. So, yeah. So there was just a lot of thoughts that just started flooding in. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to deal with this now. But I had to. My body was basically like, sit with your shit and fucking deal with it. So there was a lot coming up about my last relationship because I talked to him this week and we had to like hash some things out and like get some things clear in order to like fully release that. And there was a lot that like triggered me there that I had to deal with. I get really aggravated with men in my life because it's like they like me a lot, but then when it comes to like being in my field and dealing with me, like in that kind of relationship, they don't know how, or I feel like I'm misunderstood a lot. So I was kind of going in this like victim-y thing of like, oh my God, I'm never going to find a guy that like understands me and appreciates me for me. And, I went into that shit. And what essentially what that was, it was like a feeling of loneliness. Like, okay, I'm like grieving my relationship, because me and him were like best friends too. So I had to deal with that. I had to like be like, okay, like this is human feelings connected to the ego, connected to, my emotional state at the time. But also, it's like, this was the big thing that I was dealing with. Insecurity with my power. Because when you're a powerful woman, men are very intimidated by you. And they can't handle, a lot of men can't handle that. They can't handle women that are in their power. And that was something that started to get to me, is because I know, I could feel myself. I could feel my power like uplifting and upgrading. And like, I'm just like, boom, 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 like level after level. Like I move very quick. And when I'm not with anybody, I fucking fly. I go high, because I don't have another relationship or anyone, that I don't have any kids. Like it's me. I just deal with me. And I'm just constantly like this, climbing the fucking ladder. And sometimes when you're climbing the ladder and you're elevating, and this is with all ascension work, you look down and you're like, oh shit, because a lot of people are like down there and you're like up there on your own, and that was something like, it was like my ego was getting to me, like, you're going to be alone, Ashley, because you're so powerful and you're difficult to deal with and you're a challenge and people don't like a challenge and they don't want that around them. So like I was dealing with a lot of that. I'm very open and honest about things. Like I don't care, like, so I'm just telling it all. And that was difficult for me to deal with, because I even know when I'm around my family, sometimes I can feel it in ways where like I feel like the black sheep all the time. So I've learned through this process how to integrate myself in with my Muggle family where it works. But overall, like, and I've said this to my friend Mike before, and I feel like I might have said this before in video, and I'll say it again. When I was a kid, I almost felt like I remember like driving in the car with my mom and being like, who the fuck is this lady? Like, I don't know who she is. Like at like the age of 8, like fucking disconnect. Like, I don't know who you are, lady. Like, how did I get in this car? But that was like my higher self connecting on a higher level at a young age and being like, yeah, this lady is just like, I mean, she's my mom here. I love my mom. But there's not like that soul cluster connection. It's more of like a contract and agreement. And I'm not saying that I don't love my mom. I just don't connect with many people in my family on certain levels. But when I was doing shrooms, and if you didn't watch my shroom experience video, definitely check that out. There was messages coming in on ways to connect with my family. One of my cousins I need to connect with because he's waking up and I feel like he kind of like needs somebody to connect with. But yeah, I also feel like I was born into that line, that lineage, to heal a lot, because I am a very advanced, like I'm an advanced being, I've lived many, many, many lifetimes. Like anyone who's done my chart or any like serious reading on me, they're like, your soul is so fucking old, like so old. You've lived on in many different universes, many different star systems, many different lifetimes. My soul knows how to navigate. So, and I don't even like it's weird because I don't even feel like really like a past life connection with my mom. I feel like if we had, and I know this feeling because when I read different people, like I can tell like, okay, you like mother and daughter, like you guys have like a strong soul connection. Like your souls have been lived many lifetimes, but I feel like pretty much everyone in my family, maybe a few of my cousins I feel very connected to. My uncle I feel very connected to. My aunt that was married into the family, she passed away. I felt very connected to her. But it's a different kind of soul connection, especially with my mom, my dad, and my brother. Like they just don't understand me. They love me. They appreciate me for who I am, especially now because I fully like, I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's like, this is me, and I've learned how to connect with them, but there was a lot of feelings coming in that day on Thursday of like loneliness and Jesus Christ, am I going to turn blue in like the next 20 years and completely disconnect from humanity because I just keep up leveling so quick? So there's a lot of scary feelings even when you're stepping into your power. So if you're in the superhuman container with me, we're going to be diving into all of this because it's scary when you tap into your authenticity because you're pulling yourself away from everything that's familiar. But I feel like I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. That's why I was driving in the car like, who the fuck are you, lady? I don't know who you are. And I'd freak out when I was a kid and I'd get like anxiety and I'd be like, Jesus. And I remember even like when I was little too, I'd be in my bed at my house crying, saying I want to go home when I was home because I never felt like I was home. And I remember when I started having the ET experiences when I was old enough and I was researching on the internet, that was like one symptom of ET abduction or ET connection, or that you're a starseed energy, is that you don't feel like home in your home with your immediate family. So I was like, oh, that's why. I dealt with a lot of depression when I was younger, like really, really bad. A lot of suicidal stuff, especially during my teenage years, because I just was like none of this shit makes any sense. And then I kind of fell into all the conspiracy stuff. Honestly, the conspiracy shit and pro wrestling, because I was super into pro wrestling, because that was like my escape. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin back then. But the conspiracy shit honestly made me, it brought more onto my shoulders, like more weight, but overall it was like, oh, okay, this reality is not real, and I knew that. So that's a lot of what I was dealing with Thursday mostly. Yesterday was like, I can't be live because I don't want anybody connecting with my field right now because I'm still like purging and releasing this. But what happens is, as soon as you start to fucking up level, your ego will come at you like a motherfucker. You'll be like, yeah, I'm climbing the ladder. And then all of a sudden your ego like floats up to you and throws a fucking brick at your face. Where do you think you're going, bitch? We gotta deal with all this. What about all these fucking problems that you have? You think you're gonna climb right by me? You think you're just gonna fucking ignore me? You think that you're just gonna keep elevating without me saying something to you? And that's why I'm doing this Superhuman program, because I'm here to hold space for you while you're going through this shit. I'm here to help you reconnect, because what you're doing essentially, and the ego is good too. Like the ego it helps you recognize your real and true identity as well. And it tests you. So Thursday, I was getting fucking tested. It was like, hey, Ashley, you want to upgrade? Well, what about all this? How are you going to deal with this? How are you going to get to the next level of this? How are you going to do this alone? And then I just fell into it. I just fucking, like, literally, I fucking put myself in a little ball and I tumbled into all my bad feelings and I wrote them all down and I cried for a minute. And then I looked at my ego and I was like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Because you're just trying to stop me from climbing the ladder, and you're trying to get me to tether back down to my old self, reconnect to my old self, ignore the higher Ashley, the blue Ashley that wants to come in, and fall back down the ladder, break the ladder, make it so I can't get back up. I'm not falling into that shit. So it happens all the time. It happens all the fucking time. It's normal for you to have these feelings. It's normal for you to fall into this. But the thing is, when you're just beginning or you're really learning, or even I have a coach, I pay this lady fucking $6,000 a month. Like, so don't complain to me you can't do my programs, all right? This, like, I'm literally fucking Superhuman is $1,000 a month. It's completely worth it because you are going to have me by your side, and I am going to crack you the fuck open, and I am going to help you get to the next level. That's what this program is about. But with my coach, I had to hit her up that day with like 5 voice memos. This is how I'm feeling, you know? And I know she knows the feeling of being a powerful woman and thinking that men are intimidated by you or can't handle you or XYZ, so-and-so, you know? So we're always dealing with something. It doesn't matter where you are. There's always going to be insecurities. I was even laughing at myself Friday. I was like, I'm like insecure about my power. Like, how crazy is that? Like, people look at me and they're like, I wish that I could have what you have. And then there's insecurity within that. But that is real, and that is the ego. That is the test of the ego. Can you overcome that? Can you move beyond that? Can you elevate through these harsh feelings, you know? And a lot of times you begin to elevate, and then they'll come back in, and you just got to move through it. You got to move through it like a fucking boss. That's why I'm a boss, because I move through that shit. Being an entrepreneur it's heavy duty, because most of the time you're going against this. It's really not against the outside reality. Entrepreneur work is all this. You want to be in your purpose? It's a lot of this and this. That's entrepreneur too. You want to connect on that higher level? You want to live the fucking dream life? You better connect this and this. Because if not, the ego is going to get you. And it's going to get you real good. See? Confirming that. My fucking people are annoying on Main Street. I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait. Is this dude's alarm going to go off the whole time? Alright. And when I leave Main Street, I'm going to take these shitty fucking chairs and I'm going to go in the middle of the road when there's a lot of traffic, and I'm just going to start smashing them and screaming like a fucking wrestler. Because I hate these chairs. But I don't want to get rid of them right now because they're just here. So why am I going to get rid of them? But in Superhuman containers, so we'll be going through this in December. Oh, the joy, you know. Your faith will be tested at this level. Your faith and your fucking belief in yourself. Because a lot of you don't believe in yourselves. And it's quite pathetic, I will tell you. How you don't believe in yourselves. But people who eat babies believe in themselves. I just did a whole fucking video on my Down the Rabbit Hole on the baby eating shit. I don't want to say the names because I don't want to get censored. I couldn't even put it in the Facebook group. I had to like upload it straight to the Kajabi because I don't want to get censored on Facebook. Fucking baby eating motherfuckers. Anyways, but yeah, your faith will be tested. And that's how you get to the next level, is through these tests, through these initiations, through this. Do you believe in yourself? You know? Or you're going to let everything around you and the ego, the what did I call it? The ego bitch bricks, slap you in the face. And we're going to talk a lot about power loss in this level. Because then we're going to do a lot of soul retrieval at this level. This is a high-end program. Like, I'm taking you through it, you know? Because when you experience a trauma loss, you experience extreme trauma. Like, the stuff that I experienced with the ETs when I was a kid was very traumatic. You have to do, like, certain soul retrieval, hypnosis kind of things. Soul retrieval is more shamanic, but we do it in hypnosis as well. So we will be talking a lot about that, as retrieving the pieces of yourself that are kind of out in the ether, because you need those pieces in order to confront the ego. But like I said, the ego isn't all bad. It's good. Like, I like, it's not like I didn't like it Thursday. I was like, you motherfucker. And I had to, like, send my assistant home. I was like, look, I can't fucking do shit right now. I'm a mess. I'm a fucking mess, man. And I went home. No, I cried at my fucking... I just laugh at myself when I'm crying. Or the thought of me crying. I cried at my little register. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it happens. And then you can laugh at yourself later. Like, I can't believe that was coming up. And it'll probably come up again. You know? It'll probably come up again. And that's how the fucking cookie crumbles. I can't even have cookies today because I'm cleansing. And I'm really like, so I make Christmas cookies. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. And I'm like, I gotta get a KitchenAid. Because I'm going fucking hard this year on Christmas cookies. Like hard. Doug, you'll be getting some cookies. If you're my friend, you get cookies. And then, because me and my mom make Christmas cookies every year. The Italian ones, the real ones. Not that dry shit. Some of you bitches make dry cookies, okay? There's no dry cookies coming from Ashley. They're fucking perfect. I'm telling you. They are perfect. But anyways, I was thinking about my Christmas cookies the other day. I don't know why I'm talking about. Oh, because that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, and then there's people that I've given my Christmas cookies to, and I completely regret it. I will tell you, I completely regret it. Like, they fucking owe me for me giving them those cookies. I give them cookies, and then they fuck me over. Fuck that shit, man. I know, Doug, you won't do that to me. So you're getting Christmas cookies this year. But anyways, maybe I'll give Christmas cookies to everyone in Superhuman. Maybe I will. I'm telling you, I'm going to go fucking nuts. I'm starting in November with these cookies. Yeah, and you'll know if you're on my like cool people list, because I'll be like, here's my cookies. Me and Doug are going to be eating Christmas cookies while we're shooting ARs. It's like a dream. It's what Ashley likes to do for fun. All right. We have to do archery too, because I haven't done that in a while. The cookie thieves. I mean, I gave them the cookies because I was like, you're my friend, and then they fucked me over. And I can make a list of everyone I've given cookies to that I'm like, give me those back. You don't deserve my cookies. Put a lot of love into those. Yeah, using them as targets. All right. If you want in to Superhuman, hit me up. I have payment plans too. Get in there. Like, if it's something that's really calling you, get in there. Because I'm telling you, after these 4 months are over, we may even go 5. Because that's what I do. You're working one-on-one with me. Like, you literally have access to me every day. I don't let anybody do that shit unless you're like a high-level client. And we're going to be, the whole curriculum is on the website. So I post the links. If this is on YouTube, then it's like a $4,000 to $5,000 program depending on your payment plan. It's not cheap. So yeah, hit me up. I have payment plans for that, and we'll get you in, because we're starting officially around October 27th, and we're going to be in until February. And this is bringing you into 2021. No, it starts October 27th. I didn't say December, did I? I'm thinking about the Christmas cookies. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I may not see you guys tomorrow, because I'm not going to lie, I'm going for a healing, and I don't know if I want to do a live tomorrow, but I just may. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow, possibly. And yeah, that's it. Don't let the ego trip you. Don't let him do it. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.